I'm done for now. Okay, so cookie. So yeah, let's give you a couple shards. Uh, Public game object. Um, Actually, I'll stack the shards. Uh, and there'll be two of them. Actually, yeah, there'll be two of them. I was thinking I could just keep track of one of them and apply, because they're going to be basically identical, except some are going to be use one of the materials and some are going to use the other material. So, I mean, I technically want them to be a try, but I don't think that's an option. I think I need to make it a quad. I mean, I don't have to, but I just I've used I technically use Blender from time to time for 3D modeling, but try and keep it to a minimum because I never really learned Blender. Or no, actually, I could actually make stuff in Blender a while back, but I tried to use it again relatively recently, and it was so weird to me. Um, and then one time I tried to use it using my laptop, which doesn't have a middle mouse button, and I literally just could not rotate the scene, or I could not figure out how to rotate the scene. So that was you know I was not at my optimal productivity that time. Um, so sorry, I lied. I've been looking at oh cool. I was looking at I was checking my email. That time I was checking my email, and I just realized that people follow me on Twitch, which is cool. Sorry, I'll stop now. I'll stop. I Alright, so what were we doing? Yeah, we were setting up the. I guess they'll be quads. I have a. I have a star that I made for another project. It's just I mean, it's basically this little icon circle, except or whatever. It's these little icon circles, except star shaped. And I'm tempted to make the neutralize um, uh, explosive devices explode into stars, or just little star. Which I might, but I guess I can just set it up generically. I'm just gonna use quads, I guess. Boring, but whatever. And actually, it's not even so much that quads are boring that I'm thinking, if something to represent something shattering, you don't really, or I don't really want to use perfect squares, because perfect squares are very precise. To me, they represent something done just so, not a disintegration. For some reason, triangles mean disintegration to me. I guess because as triangles rotate, they look like various different sizes and angularity, whereas squares always look at least like a parallelogram, no matter how you spin it. But whatever. So hopefully, ideally someday I'll replace this quad with a try, but I might instead just apply a star texture, for example, or even a triangle texture to a quad to make the quad look like a try. I don't know. We'll see. Sorry. Stuff like that hurts sometimes. It hurts my sensibilities. So yeah, let's put you. Wait, what? Wait, what did I just do? I don't know what I just did. So I'm gonna undo it, I guess. Wait, no. Okay, so we create an explosive cookie. Alright, that's good. And yeah, we were doing that so that, because we're gonna edit our prefab, so we'll edit it like so. Alright, so I guess we want our quad. We want two quads, so copy paste. All right, so now with our two quads, we want them parented to the cookie, not to the coin rotation, because we don't know what rotation the value the coin rotation will have when we're done, and we want the quads to face the camera. I mean, they'll spin, but we want to make sure they'll. Actually, that might not be hyper important, but it's also arbitrary as to whether it has coin rotation. So we're doing this for now. So we'll call it white shard, or shard white and shard red. Shard red. These should both be centered, I guess, because why not? And right, so for shard white, let's apply this texture. And actually, we might want to use a different texture for shard red, because the light also, like, the reason I wanted to make this like hyper red light color was to imply activeness, like to indicate that the explosive device is armed. So once you disintegrate it, though, we might actually want to use a much lighter red, like something closer to the original red that we started with. I mean, it won't show up very well against the background, but it also, that might better emphasize the fact that you don't have to worry about this anymore. It's no longer a concern. So one thing for sure is that we want these to be much smaller. So let's put them down to like 0.5. Seems fine, I guess. Maybe I should use stars, because it's a good thing when you, maybe I should, in one of my other projects, so I'm just going to hop over to it real quick. In one of my other projects, you can, go faster. I tell myself. You can click on dudes and little it's kind of small on the screen, but little colorful stars pop out of the dudes. Sorry, that's all of that. And just in my mind, I was just remembering how like stupidly happy that made me, and maybe I should do it again. Maybe I should use that same effect. But no, I think we're on the right track with like using. It's probably going to be like triangles of some sort, or like, you know, triangular type shapes, or maybe even a mix of shapes if I want to get like deluxe. Nothing about this game is deluxe though, so I definitely don't want to do that. I don't even know why I'm so like amped for the visual effects here, because I haven't even added visual effects to like powers and stuff. So I mean, that's something that I want to do at some point. Maybe the rest of the day will be about like visual effects instead. Maybe I'll just pivot. But I guess the because like the powers, I guess, with once the player activates the power, they don't have to really care about it anymore. They've done their work. Once they hit activate, like the visual effect would be subsequent, and so it doesn't supremely affect their gameplay whether there is or isn't a visual effect, because it doesn't change their decision making necessarily. These visual effects, well, I guess this one doesn't really affect gameplay. The pulsing does, so maybe I should do the pulsing first. I guess the importance of the pulsing is what got me on this trip, but whatever, I'm gonna go with it for now. I'll read about it later. Is what I've been saying about the visual effects for powers for this entire span. Okay, so I also don't know how to represent the explosions because like I call one of the abilities of the heroes bombs. This one here, which just like knocks dudes into the air. But I also don't know how to represent it visually. No, I do. I can represent it well enough. It'll just be like circles. It'll just be like a poof cloud of like gray circles is what that'll be. Anyways, yeah. um, so yeah, let's keep on, keeping on. Did I color them yet? I forget. Yeah. Okay. Good. Um. Hmm. So right, let's. Oh yeah, no. So we need to change. Oh, did I change? I should not be changing the cookie script. Did I change the? I changed the cookie script, didn't I? All right, no, no changing the cookie script. We actually want to make a new script now. So that was the only thing I changed? Probably. I can do undo. Oh. No, that part I meant to have, right? That part was intentional. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that part was silly, but whatever. Yeah, that part was intentional. Alright, so save that. And now let's make a new script. Right? Or should I just use the same script and have like... No, because I have a different prefab, so yeah, I'll just use a different script. Okay. But it'll be similar, so... Let's take our cookie script, copy and paste it. Can you do that? No? Doesn't want to do that? Alright. We'll do it manually. Copy. So yeah, so for our explosive cookie prefab, let's remove the cookie script, add new script, xpl cookie, and now let's edit our new script. Edit our new script. To be like so. And then, so yeah, most of it's the same. The differences are important, though. For one thing, we need to change this to. I mean, we don't need to because it was temporary in the first place, but yeah, mobs in the case of Mobs Fallout 2, we're not talking about the cookie script anymore. We're talking about the expl cookie. Or expl cookie. It's a thing. It's totally a real thing. It's totally your face. Did I not save it yet? Is that why you don't think it's a real thing? Totally real thing. Get your act together. Alright. So, are you going to be mad about that? Really? Why did it just magically work with cookie and now it's not magically working with... I mean, like... I was like... Just... Oh. Yeah. The fact that I misspelled it, I guess, would have some impact on that. EXPLCKIE. Save that. And now I need to rename the script as well. Yerp. Alright. How's that? Better? Better? You like that better? Yeah, there you go. Bam. Alright, and now let's edit the script some more, because we were not completely done with it. Yep, you. So, I guess we don't need fly speed anymore. Do we need fly speed? Because in one case it explodes, in the other case it disintegrates. In neither case does it actually like fly towards the hero. So, yeah, I can just get rid of that in general. In fact, it actually does not need any concept of the hero. So we can get rid of both of those. And in fact, let's just get rid of basically all of this because none of that actually pertains to this. So really the only thing we kept was the coin rotation. Because we're not even going to name this drop, we're going to name this neutralize. And then we're going to have another one for detonate. Detonate. And then, yeah, no, so we don't need to pass any game object anymore. Yay. Actually, we don't really need detonate, do we? Because in the case that it detonates, we can just destroy that game object. Because that's basically what happens. I might want to put in a visual effect. I might not. We'll see. Yeah, I'll wait. I won't add that yet, because I don't know that there's necessarily a need for it. Alright, so save that. And then again, there's no longer a drop here, so it needs to be instead neutralize. Oh wait, no, this isn't where neutralize happens. Neutralize happens elsewhere. So, yeah, I guess maybe just destroy it. I mean, more will happen, because not only the cookie gets destroyed in that case, it also destroys everything in a radius, including those pips on the hero's like health meter, however the health meter is represented. So yeah, get rid of that. So yeah, I'll just replace it with destroy mobs cookie. Oops, that was a square brace, not a parenthesis. Alright, so the neutralize case is the other one. So that happens in knockback calc, because maybe I did want to, there's something that I want to do to the cookie drop script that maybe I should have done it before making the exploding cookie script, because I think that I want the exploding cookie script to do it as well. But I'm actually not probably even going to do it yet, so I'll hold off on both, probably. And then when I add it to one, I can just add it to the other, with probably not much difficulty. I guess I could have just made this a different script. No, whatever. Okay. If I realize that the other thing I want to have happen. No, never mind. Yeah, I want it so that when you knock a cookie out of the mob's hand, it because the mob is going to go flying at that point, so I want the cookie to go flying as well, and then slingshot back towards the hero. But I want it to get kind of like thrown into the air first. What am I doing? So scan range is too far. We're looking for knockback calc. In fact, let's just go to it. There it is. Okay, so yeah, in knockback calc, if mob's cookie mi not equals null, then why would it have been null? I guess in case it had already detonated. But yeah, let's say mob's cookie not equal null. Yeah, we can't reset mob's follow before we do this because we need to reference what mob's follow had been. If mob's follow mi equals 1, we do what we've been doing. Else, actually this will happen regardless. But else feel like the only else here could be that mob swallow equals 2. So I'm going to go with that. Although we only want to do this other part if mob swallow equals 2. It's not that hard to check. Oops. If mobs follow mi equals 2 equals, oops. I tend to forget the second equals. You know what I mean. Kind of. Alright, so, save that. Alright, so in this case we want to, right, this is where we want to do the, whatever I called it, or not cookie, expl cookie, neutralize, yeah. So, since we didn't tell neutralize to do anything now, we should just, if we were to run the simulation now, which I'm apparently fond of doing, because I'm fond of doing it, I'm going to crank up the mob spawn rate. So now if you knock, if you neutralize a cookie, oh come on, probability. Probability, others. Oh wait, no, I shouldn't do that, because I haven't updated the prefab with the new script, so it would get like a null script, like it would not understand how to do that. So alright, I'll just update it real quick. Wait, how come they don't have, oh, they do have quads sticking through them. Yeah, they should have quads sticking through them. Are you getting super chuggy for some reason? Why are you getting chuggy? What on earth is that about? My battery's plugged in and everything. Sometimes my computer gets super chuggy when yeah, seriously, what is wrong with you? What is taking up so... Oh, you're getting weird exceptions? Oh, yeah, because I probably... Oh, I don't have coin set. Alright, fine. How's that? Happy now? Alright. Yeah, sometimes I get... Actually, speaking of which, I'm at full power, so my computer's not going to be super thrilled about it, but I'm going to unplug the power cord for a while. Yeah, sometimes when alright, so yeah, now when we quote-unquote detonate these bombs, they should just kind of like stay there. Which they seem to be doing. So now if we bring the party over here, we're going to have a bunch of bombs just kind of hanging out in the air. Because they're told to neutralize, but neutralize doesn't actually do anything. So, alright. Yeah. So now we just need to make neutralize. It'll be similar to the... It'll be somewhat similar in that anim gets that to be true. Oh yeah, so I guess I didn't have to... Yeah, anim duration. Oh no! Cookies don't actually use anim duration, do they? Right? Do they? No, they totally don't, right? I can get rid of that from here. Oh no, but I am planning to use it at some point. So I guess I can add it back in when needed. Alright, so save that. Alright, so for this, we will use an anim duration. Probably doesn't need to be 3, but whatever. Alright, so anim equals true. If anim So float anim time. Okay, so anim equals true, anim time equals, actually no. I mean, this is only going to happen once, so we can just use the first one. So yeah, anim time, and then by setting anim time to be whatever value, that will just kind of control how long the animation is, and we'll just use that value. So if anim time, anim time minus equals update or time dot fixed delta time. And then if anim time less than or equal to 0, destroy, not all caps, nope, destroy this game object. What else? So yeah, right. So when anim becomes true, let's this is where we'll so let's say for int I equals 0, I less than 12. Well, I'll just say like public int low what public int shard count equals 12 maybe. So shard count I plus plus we'll instantiate so we'll say right, so shards oh yeah, okay, first let's say before we forget, public game object shard white prefab and public game object. So we'll keep track of our shards, the red one and the white one. And then I guess we can say this part really doesn't. This is very minor, but public float shard color ratio, like how much of each color do we? Oh, let's say equals. It'll be like 75, like 0. It'll be like 70% white, and then the rest are red. So if and then we have to keep track of our shards too, or we'll want to. Public, no, not public, just game object, array, shards, equals, no, it won't equal anything there. Down here, we will set shards equals new game object array, shard count. And then, so if I is less than shard count times shard color ratio, then else. So if the shard count, if we've only incremented up, if we still haven't incremented to the point at which shard count times shard color ratio until that point, then we'll spawn white shards. Otherwise, we'll spawn red shards. So shards I equals instantiate shard white prefab at transform at transform stop going to capital T. Transform dot. You are the worst person ever. You're not even a person. You're a computer program. Sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings on it. Transform dot position. Like lowercase t. Excuse me. And then I guess I'll go with quaternion identity. But yeah, I guess quaternion identity is fine. I don't know exactly how I want these to react. I mean, I know I want them to be like spinning, but like I don't know if I want them spinning in all directions or like. I guess I'll have to figure that out. So I should probably say, yeah. Oops. Oh man, this stuff is kind of trivial in a way, but I never put in like, I tend not to, like, I guess the degree to which I'll put in temporary art correlates to the degree to which I'm confident in a given feature. So like if I'm really just like spitballing, I'll like put in like the most temporary of art. But if like I've been thinking about this most of the week because like on Monday I was basically like stymied like trying to get this exact like idea together. And since I've had as much time to think about it, I'm not literally going like bare bones with the art here. So I'm putting in like some fairly like minor and aesthetic details, but they're ones that I want. So it doesn't have to be public. Vector 3 array, shard rots, rotations, or shards rot, shards rotation. And so this will also be shards rot equals new vector 3. I'm declaring them down here because shard count is not a actually I guess I could do this at start. Well no, I don't have to do that at start because this is not the only possible outcome. We might never neutralize. Yeah, if shard count was a constant, then I could declare it up here, but since it's not, I'm doing it down here. So yeah, I never finished that statement. I mean, I basically did it, just didn't punctuate it. So yeah, that's what happens if we haven't reached our shard color ratio threshold. But if we have, then then we make a red one instead. And then regardless of what color we make, we have to give it a rotation. So let's say, the other thing we needed was float shard rot scale. And that's public, because I don't know how fast we want them to be spinning. Public float shard rot scale equals 50? No, more than that. Like 80, let's say. I'm just going by how I've used, well, like for example, there's the general rot speed. Like general rot speed of 50 is a pretty slow spin, so I'm pretty sure I want it to be more than that. But it's going to be rotating in 3 directions, so I probably don't need it to be much higher than 50 in order to get it to actually spin fairly fast. So shards route I equals new vector 3 random.value random dot value. It's literally my favorite. Vector 3 is random.value, random.value, random.value. It's just such a good vector 3. So good. Right, so are we good to go now? Oh no, we have to make them visible. Because, dun dun dun, they're not visible to begin with, or they're not active to begin with. Which I guess we kind of knew. In our heart of hearts, I think we knew. Right, yeah, so the other thing we have to do is shards I dot set active. Oh, can I do those other things if it's not even active yet? I don't know. Well, I guess I'm not really doing anything other than instantiating it, so that's probably fine. Set active true. And oh right, and then so coin. What do we call it? Coin. Just coin. Yeah. Coin. Dot set active. False. And so actually, I have this rotation bit in fixed update, but this can be an else to anim, because once we're animating, we're no longer like the coin is gone at that point, so we don't need to see it anymore. We specifically don't need to see it spinning, so we don't need it to spin. Is where I was going with that. Okay, so yeah, now we have our shards. So during fixed update, now if we're animating, we can, if we're animating and we haven't destroyed this yet, we can say for int I equals 0, I less than shard count. Shard count? I don't know why you don't like giving me my autocomplete sometimes, but whatever. I'll deal. So for all that, we are gonna rotate, I guess. Actually, I guess rotating is really the only thing that really happens here. Shards I dot transform dot rotate, and we're going to rotate by the shards rotate I guess they're like, they don't each need their own individual rotation. I could probably just get like 3 rotation values, like 3 rotation vectors, and they could just each use one of those. Whatever. Shards I dot times time dot fixed delta time, not fixed time, that'd be crazy. Delta time times, what do we call it? Shard route scale. Actually, I guess for consistency I should call it shard route speed, because I think I called the other thing route speed. Okay. Yeah, so not scale, speed. Yeah. So I think that should work now. Let's see what happens. So now, so yeah, previously they were just kind of like, when, so did I set that up correctly? I think so, maybe. Guess we'll find out. Delete that one. What? Oh, right, I'm not instantiating them as game objects. Oops. Alright, yeah, so where previously they were just kind of like hanging out in the air, I think they should now probably disintegrate. Oop, didn't like that. Shards white prefab. Oh, I didn't assign it? I feel like you're lying, but whatever. Uh, oh, yeah, maybe I didn't. I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, I guess I forgot to. Oops. Sorry. Alright. Well, I guess I could have done it right on that prefab, but whatever. For some reason, at least I haven't figured out how to crack open. Like, CoinRot has a child, so like if I wanted to set the child to be one of these things, I don't know. It wouldn't. It doesn't want me to crack open and look inside CoinRat. There are two child objects there, but whatever. I'll just ideal. So how about now? How about now everything works? Huh? What do you say? What do you say, everything? Feel like working? Go over here. Did it explode? Yeah, look at those crumply quads that are spinning way too slow. And also I forgot to make them translate gradually outwards. Also, they're probably sticking around for way too long. But we can worry about those things later. We can worry about a lot of stuff later. Alright, so yeah. Right, so in addition to having them translate, or in addition to having them rotate, and clearly that we need a higher rotation speed because those things are like barely doing anything. So yeah, I should, before I forget, crank up the rotation speed. It's like, I don't know, 280. Try that. Right, yeah, okay. So I don't know if this is going to seem I have a kind of a funny idea, I guess. I was gonna no, you know what? I can probably just use the same vectors that I'm using for rotation for translation, because like, I don't know, maybe that'll look weird, but let's find out. If it does look weird, I have a different idea. No, I have a different idea, and it's way better. It's super better. All right, but we do need a public float shard move speed, I guess, and that'll equal something smaller, something like 5F, I think. And then, right, so in addition to rotating these dudes, let's also say shards I dot transform dot position plus equal, oh, yeah. Huh. Yeah, this actually isn't my favorite vector, I lied. My favorite vector is random.value minus 0.5f, so that way there can be negative values in there too. Yeah. And that's more important for translation than rotation, I think. Maybe it's important for rotation as well. Because let's we're still gonna use shards rot. So I should probably just call it like shards vec. Shards vec, because yeah, we're gonna use it again for translation. Although I don't know if it necessarily would be weird to use the same one for the same vector for both the rotation and the translation, but I'm not going to bother. I'm going to say we're going to use the index of shard count minus 1 minus I. So they'll trades. So like shard, the first shard will use the last shard's rotation vector for its transform, for its position translation vector. Oh cool, now my computer's going into low power mode. It's probably going to take my mouse away from me in the near future. Yep, took my mouse away from me. I don't know why you do this, computer. I don't know why you do this against my express written intent. Anyways, let's plug back in there. So, right, sorry, so, yeah, I'm just not going to bother using the same vector for both. I'm going to do this instead. So it's like, they trade. They're just friends. Index 0 and index 11 are friends, and they trade vectors sometimes. Oh, except this is not shard rotation speed. This is shard move speed. Yeah, so what's up? What is up? I guess we test it again. See how it looks now. Where the bombs at, yo? I'll never say that again. Alright, so that's something. Oh yeah, I actually didn't want the fly speed to be quite so high, or the move speed to be quite so high. Apparently I shouldn't have the animation last quite so long. Wait, are you not? I feel like the animation is like eternal. I feel like it's never ending. Because those should have cleaned themselves up a while ago. I think. I did mean to change the fly speed, but why are you taking so long to clean up? Are you never cleaning up, and you're actually just going out of the camera's near and far clip plane? Let's investigate. Anim time 3? Did we set that up wrong? Anim time minus equals time dot fixed delta time. If anim time less than or equal to 0, I feel like that should be fine. Because it starts at 3. But I guess maybe I just want it like to be 1 or something. I don't know. Save that. What else? Oh yeah, I wanted to change. Yeah, I wanted not just to be the speed, but actually like this speed times. Oh. Alright, actually I'm going to change anim time, how that works. Anim time is not going to be public. We're going to have, it's going to be, well, I don't know, it doesn't matter what it is. Float anim, or public float anim duration. Anim dur equals 1-ish, or I don't know, we can tune that one. And that's because we're going to instead set, when anim equals 2, anim time equals anim duration. And the reason I want to keep track of the duration is so that the shards can fly fast at first and then slowly over time. They slow down as they fly out. So anim. So we're going to multiply in anim time divided by anim duration. So as the duration runs out, or as the time runs out, they'll fly slower and slower until they're basically, it looks like they're not even moving. Save that. All right, let's see how this works. So they still don't seem to be cleaning themselves up, because they should really only hang out for a second and then just disappear. So, oh, yeah. They're literally just instantiating those things. They're not instantiating themselves. Right, sure. Sure, that makes sense. Uh, whatever. I guess I assumed if a game object instantiated something, it would instantiate it as a child, but I guess there's no reason necessarily for it to do that. So I will do it manually. Oh, I don't have to do it here. I can do sharp transform dot parent equals this dot, or equals transform. Yeah, and we can do that in either case. Alright, so yeah, the game object was getting destroyed, but those shards were never parented to the game object, so they just kind of hung out. Alright, have it now. Pew. Yeah. Pew. 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 Blowing those things up. Boom. Boom. Boom, I say. Maybe I should change it so that bombs always target near the hero first. Oh no. Oh, you got it. Good. Because, what was I? Yeah, but maybe I should make it so that bombs always target near the hero first. Because, like, I put the marker down and I hit bomb, but in the time between, the hero had reached his destination, or her destination, and so as a result, those things are still rotating really slowly. Maybe that's fine though. I think I'll punch it up a little bit higher there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the ally reached its destination. The destination marker got cleared, and then the bomb went off not near where I kind of wanted it to. And I have a flag for that, so I can easily switch it over. I've been thinking of making instead of the bomb being like a targeted ability, having it be like a an effect that happens around the hero. And so I guess if I do that, I can kind of have it both ways, which could be good. All right, so yeah, we definitely need to balance this game. It's not very fair right now. Someday, once we find POW 3, I don't know where you are. I miss you. I've never met you, but I miss you. Oh yeah, cranking up the rot speed a little bit. 280, so I don't know, like 400, I guess. 450 maybe. But that's not super vital. What is super vital? What should we do next? I guess we should put in the ramification. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make that small change that I just mentioned, the one about always targeting near the hero first. So where would that be? It'd be in like power activate. Be in bomb. It would be. Oh, if dest active, it would be in the else case. It would be here, this term. If we set this true, save that, ship it. Now if we set it true, then the bomb should always center around the hero first. Or not necessarily around the hero, but they should always center around the target nearest the hero first. What? What's my computer doing? Give me like an hourglass icon for like half a second. Alright. So yeah. Alright, so yeah, the first bomb, always near the hero. Although, if I target, yep, it still happens near the target. And if I clear the dest marker, and if I multi-bomb, the first one should happen near the hero, and then the rest can happen wherever, which I guess could be the case. I don't know. It's hard to tell with multi-bomb. So yeah. So far, so good. Yeah. maybe. So POW 3, I talk about POW 3 a lot. Maybe I should just cut it. Just cut POW 3. Stop trying to find it. Because, yeah, the way I kind of wanted the power set up is like bomb is kind of like your staple ability. You use it to clear out, a range of dudes, like multiple dudes, at the location you choose. Dash is meant to be like a mid-range type ability. It's supposed to hit more targets. Like, I mean, we've multiplied bomb by 4, so it's hitting a lot of targets right now. But like here, look what happens if we multiply dash by 4. It's gonna hit a lot of dudes, I bet. Oh, or it'll just. That was unfortunate. Was that just a fluke, or is there actually something wrong with dash now? Yeah, usually it hits a lot of dudes. That was really bad math. Oh, I talked about previously. I talked about changing dash. Yeah, because I had seen it do something similar to that before, and so I talked about changing dash so that if the so dash would keep track of like the angle of the dash, and if the next angle of if dash picks a target that's too close to like 180 degrees, then it would like choose it would try again basically. Oh no. I was gonna say, so yesterday, I think it was yesterday, one of the first things I did was to set up this way of calculating on a grid, to overlapping, like the overlap, basically like like if you picture a Venn diagram type of situation, like calculating on a grid, what is that overlap? Actually, it's not really like a Venn diagram because it was actually the overlap between a circle and a square, but whatever. And then as soon as I made it, I realized like I didn't actually need it. I could just basically cheat it. Yeah. Maybe I could leverage that for this purpose. But oof. Dest marker, what are you doing to dash? Yesterday you were working fine. What happened? What on earth happened? Here, I'm gonna crank down the speed just so I can figure out what the heck is going on here. Alright. Yeah, why did you stop clearing the marker? You used to clear the marker. I guess I must have changed something. Yeah, because dash is definitely supposed to clear the dust marker and then stop caring about it. So where did we do that? It would be dest.set active, dest active, or so I guess it would be dest active equals false. Where do we do that? Only a few places. If not dashing. Well, that would explain it. Yeah. Let's get rid of that term. Boom. Better? I could have sworn it was working yesterday. Or like I could have sworn dash was picking up the dest marker. But I don't know. So let's pump it back up to like 5. Pop a dest marker and dash and see what happens. Alright, yeah. Because if there was a marker down, you're supposed to dash towards the marker. So like if the marker's way over here, like you're supposed to dash, like the way I have it set up, hypothetically, alright, no, if the marker's way over here, you dash toward. Well, that wasn't it either. You're supposed to dash all the way to the marker, not just part way to the marker and then make it disappear automatically. That doesn't even make any sense. So, why on earth? If course dot magnitude is less than seek dist min, there's no way course dot. Oh. Oh. Wait. May- I think course means something different while dashing. Yeah. Right? Right, because target position means something different when dashing. Alright, so... Right, so let's not do that. Oh, I wrote this block a while ago. Like, when I was implementing dashing, I was like, this block existed, and I was like mutating this block to accommodate dashing. But I think at a certain point I realized like I did not have to do nearly as much weird stuff as I've been doing. So yeah, actually, let's just say... Yeah, I guess that's the difference. When we're dashing, we hadn't previously been really caring about the destination.transform.position because apart from clearing the dest marker, it was entirely immaterial. But I think it actually is more material than otherwise implied. So what do we want here? Curse equals. So I guess yeah, I can stop caring about that because I can just say, yeah, because I changed what CRS course means, but actually course kind of makes sense as what it was. So instead I'll just say dest. Oh. Well, okay, so I guess like um, all right, so if not dashing end course magnitude sequin disk or oh wait, and these are together. These are frenzies. If both of these or dashing, and we're actually going to ask the same question, except in the case of not dashing, this question actually meant something slightly different. So, so if dashing 0, 0 as our hero, meaning if using the process of dashing, we're going to run the calculation that that in the other case we would have already run by this time, but if we're dashing we didn't run that calculation, so we're running it now. Awesome. Minus transform dot position dot magnitude, slightly gawky. Whoops, yeah, and that's not even that magnitude, it's this whole magnitude. And it if that is less than seek to min. Alright. I could have sworn this was working yesterday, but looking at this, I have no clue how it could have been working yesterday, so who knows? Save that. You're good. You're happy. Everything's good. Everything's happy, right? No, gosh, what? I must have dropped I don't have enough parentheses. Yeah, that's it. I need to close more parentheses. There we go. Alright, so now it should work. Yeah, I don't know how it was working yesterday, but I swear it was, because I remember testing for that exact thing, but whatevs. So yeah, multiplier, an ally, and now we're dashing. Alright, oh wait, no, we didn't test the... Let's drop down the recharge speed. It'll come back. It'll come back. There it goes. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we dash to the target, we pick up the target, and then we dash wherever with our remaining time. And even if the target's really far away, we'll still dash to the target. Yay! I guess I could change one thing about how multi-dashing towards the target works. It's not really important. Where is it? I don't know, maybe it's just my imagination, but I feel like when I'm multi-dashing towards the target, I can feel like each step of the dash. Because that's actually 5 dashes in sequence. And so I feel like it goes like chung, 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 like it goes like, I feel like I can feel all 5 of the steps. I might just be imagining that. Um, but if I'm not imagining it, I guess it's probably hard to tell watching through the stream because the stream rate, or watching on over the internet because the frame rate is probably not quite as high as it is here. But yeah, I know how I can fix that too. So worst case scenario, if that really drives me crazy, I can get rid of that. All right, I like the detonations or the neutralizations. I feel like that. I mean, I still don't like that they're perfect squares, but other than that, confetti. All right. So, I guess I could just make them stars. That'd be fun. Are quads two-sided? Yeah, I think so. If I make a quad, does it... Oh, maybe... I don't know. Let's check. I don't know if I've ever checked that before. I think I usually billboard my quads. You can see you from this side, and no, I can't see you from the other side. Alright, but that's fine, because the visual effect was okay. I thought the visual effect looked fine, so whatever. So these quads, I guess I could just, fine. I'll update the prefabs so they have both sides. Alright, so, what am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm putting one of these here. Actually, I guess I can reset the transform to 0. So right, shard white, create empty. You will be the actual shard white. You will be the actual shard red. You will live an X-book key. You'll have transforms of 0. And you will each have 2 of your namesake, yes. Oops. And one of each of your namesakes will be rotated 180 degrees. So save you. Oh yeah, and then so now this is the new shard white, and this is the new shard red. Oh yeah, your children can be active for starters because you will both be inactive for starters. And this is the new prefab. There we go. Alright. Probably not necessary. But, I don't know, whatever. Also not expensive. Oh, right. Actually, you don't need to exist anymore. Right, so multi-dash. I just really like multi-dash. Yeah, that's even more noticeable. I like it. That's probably twice as noticeable now that all the... Yeah, alright. I just kind of want to see what it looks like with them as stars. I just kind of want to see if I borrow the star asset from my other project, how that goes. Oops. Just to see. Oh, not V-Bucks. Here. Just to see what happens if it looks like stars. So, how do we do this? Oh, yeah. You know. Just using stuff. Oh, I guess, oh yeah, no, I have to. Oh, I probably can't use the same material. Because if I use the same material, it'll probably Did that work? It's hard to tell. Maybe it works. Alright, yeah, those seem to... Alright, yeah, this seems to work. So they're still using the same... Oh. Oh no, maybe it replaced the... Are you still red? Oh yeah, you're probably not red anymore. Yeah, okay, right. So, forget that. Well, not forget it completely, but undo that. Because we'll make new materials. Because like we'll have to do this anyways. What? Seriously? You can't just copy and paste you. You can't just duplicate you. Oof. Fine. Oh, but I want you to be the same color. Man. Fine. I don't... No, come on. I want to just duplicate you. Can I do it in my file system? If you show up there as like a thing that I can just copy and paste. Maybe. So copy and paste. Except don't be named that. Be named light shard matte. That seems totally legit. Why not? It's totally legit. What? Yeah, now we just have two of them. Yeah. And the shard version just happens to have a star on it. Because, you know. Oh, except now it needs to be transparent, or unlit transparent. Oh wait, not unlit. Transparent diffuse. And it needs to use alpha from grayscale. Does that work? I think that works. Maybe. We'll find out. And then you also use that. What? No, use that. You just haven't updated yet. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so now these shards, we'll use these ones. So yeah, I don't know if it's going to stay the star shape, but it's definitely going to be some shape, so that's why I went to the bother of setting this up. And who knows, maybe I'll really like the stars, and they'll stay stars forever. Stars forever! Oh, there's an artifact that I saw last time I did this. I don't want wrap mode. I want it to clamp. Okay. Save. Oop, no, not that. Wrong button. Save all that. What? Yeah, apply. Oh, right, thank you. Save all that. Am I saving the project? No. Do I have to save the project? Save scene. It'd be nice if there was like... I feel like Control-Shift-S should be save project, not save scene as. There are a few keystrokes that are just different in between MonoDevelop and Unity, which would be nice if they were the same, but whatever. Yeah, like in MonoDevelop, undo is, or no, redo is Control-Shift-Z, whereas in Unity it's Control-Y. Why? I don't know. So, all right. Oh wait, no, I didn't set this as the prefab. So yeah, there we go. Super good, all over the place. I bet it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. That wasn't stars. That was not. You can't fool me. That was not stars. So let's see what we're doing. Let's make these visible. So those are clearly somewhat stars. Like the red ones look like stars. Yeah, the red ones totally look like stars. The white ones didn't get the star texture for some reason. Oh, right, because you're still diffuse. You're not transparent diffuse yet. All right. Yeah, there we go. That should be good. I hope. Let's find out. So I don't think I have to. I think the prefab's still probably fine. But whatever. So stars. Come on, let's see some stars. Right there. Blow it up. Blow that dude up. Stars. Yay! Look at the stars. So yeah, it'll probably become triangles because for one thing, I think those stars are too. They have like fine detail. Like it's basically like a pentagon with like 5 triangles like sticking out of the sides is basically what a star shape is. So like I don't want that level of like I think yeah. Actually, even just the addition of coins made the game a lot more like. It like really cranked up the level of detail. Before those, it was just like. And actually, maybe I should make the coins a little bit fatter. But yeah, I probably should. But that's yeah, even just like the extent to which the coins like increase the busyness of the screen. Actually, you know what? They should be a little bit wider, and they should be slightly cocked. Like they should be slightly off axis. Like the axis that they spin around. So let's see how that works. I'm just gonna do it for cookie for now. I'll do it for explosive cookie in a minute. In just a moment. So yeah, cookie. Because I think I can look at. Yeah, you can look at you. Wait, 1? How are you 1? Oh, right, no. I can't look at you. I can't even look at you. Because what I want to look at is this guy here. So, I don't know. What if you were like... I don't want you to be like twice as thick, but what if you were like... just a little thicker? Like instead of 0.075, like what about like 0.1? That could be better. Let's see how that flies. I'm not going to get rid of that one until... Yeah, this seems fine. A little bit better, I think. And it still looks fine with allies, I hope. Yeah, it's probably good. Well, I might want to tint the coin slightly, because like... Or maybe even just make the allies taller. Because, yeah, I could probably just make the allies taller. Where's the ally? You. Congratulations, you're getting promoted. Yeah, so instead of 0.81 and 0.8, I'll probably make it like... well... If I put the mob radius... So maybe I'll do like 0.9 and like 1.1 or like 1.15 or something and 0.9 or something. Let's see how that looks. 0.9, 1.15, 0.9. Because, yeah, it wouldn't hurt for them to stand taller than the mobs. But, it looks weird if there are too many of them too grouped up and they're too big. Like already we see a lot of clipping just from having them slightly bigger. And I guess that, I mean, there always was clipping, but as I mentioned before, I like to avoid clipping where I can. So maybe I don't need to make them wider. Maybe I just make them taller. So maybe they stay at 0.8, but then go to like 1.2 maybe. What are the dimensions of the hero? Yeah, 1, 2, 1. So if I want to give the allies the same dimensions as the hero, it would be like 0.8, 1.6, 0.8. Which I could try, I guess. But actually, no, for now I'll try like 1.5 instead. Oh, but if I'm making them taller, I have to offset them upwards, I think. Oh, which means I need them... Yeah. Which means I need them yeah, sorry. Yeah. Ally, go here, game object, create empty, ally, yeah. I'll need to, what? Why are you short again all of a sudden? Oh, because I reset your entire transform, not just your position. Alright, so, yeah, so 0 0.8, 1.4, 1.5, 0 0.8. Yeah, because they were scaling into the ground as well. Like they were scaling upwards and also downwards. So now I need to give them a shell object so that way I can offset them upwards and the rest of their transform values still work in the way they're programmed to move around. So for the hero, the box was 0.2 and had to go up by 0.5. So at 1.5, I guess it'd have to go up by 0.25, I guess. And hopefully it looks like they're standing on the ground still. Alright, so I have to replace the ally prefab. Yes, replace. And then, do I have to replace it here? Or did it? No, it stayed good. Alright. And this is actually ally prefab. Which I guess could be obvious, but yeah, maybe I don't need to do that. Because all the entities down here are prefabs, basically. Okay, so yeah, let's see how that looks. Well, I left that dude standing there, but whatever. So 9. Is that? I might want to tone them down slightly because now they are tall enough that like they're almost confusable with the hero. So maybe like, yeah, not quite that big. How about yeah, I guess I don't actually need you here right now. And I'm probably okay with you from that. Oh wait, no, except I made that change, which I kind of liked, so... Did I already? I might have already... Yeah, no, I must have already brought it back. Okay. Oh, right, and so... So yeah, if I... I brought it from like... I think I brought it from like... Yeah, from 0.75 up to 1, I think. Whoa, no, I mean 0.1. I think that was the change that I made. Let me double check. Yeah, up to 0.1. So I'll also put that up to 0.1, but that effectively shrinks the sphere, or it shrinks how much is visible of the sphere. So what is calculator? I don't like arithmetic. What is 0.35 times, what is that? Oh no, divided by 3 times 4 is what we're doing too. So 4.6 repeating. So I'll just say like 4.66. Actually, I'll just say 4.67 or 0.467. Yeah, for all of them. So, that might be too big now. Well, let's see how it plays out. We might want to scale that down again. But it might be fine. Oh, and I haven't changed the... Oh, yeah, you know what? Maybe we don't need to scale up the mine by as much because it already is scaled up. We don't need to make it much thicker because it is already thicker by merit of being bigger. So let's do that. What did I just say? Oh yeah, let's Hey, excuse me. Sorry, it's like 4 o'clock already. I'm getting a bit peckish. I'm gonna have a small snack. I hope you don't mind. It will be a snack in the form of tomato juice. Right, yeah, so let's scale back the changes we made here. Maybe not all the way. Maybe all the way. Maybe it looked fine before. Ooh, not 0.75, 0.075. Yeah, because these are already bigger. These are already bigger, so maybe it's okay for them just to be like bigger around, but still the same thickness. Maybe that's why the birds are getting confused. And if you just tuned in, you have no clue what birds I'm talking about, and that's totally fine. Trust me. Alright. Sorry. Save that. Yeah. So. Oops, I forgot to deactivate these again. Save this. Oh, whoops. So now, right, okay, now update, and then save, and then you can get rid of this one. Alright. So now, apart from the fact that we're still using a star instead of a triangle, I think we should be good to go. Next, we can set up what happens if you don't detonate the bomb in time. Or if you don't cause the explosives if you don't clear the explosives before they detonate. And then at that point we'll actually have a game. I mean, we won't have POW 3. POW 3 will still do nothing, but other than that, and also the game will be terribly unbalanced. And oh yeah, I also want to put in waves so that it's not just like a constant onslaught. Although, I did waves for my other game. Maybe this one's fine not to have waves. Yeah, I think this one actually it's fine not to have waves. So I'm not going to pursue that at first. Because like part of the reason I'm spinning up several game projects, the other projects I'm talking about are the ones oh wait, no. Oh, if you're watching this on YouTube, you probably have no clue what I'm talking about when I do this. It's because in the original broadcast there's a banner right underneath my face that has a link to my website. But sorry about that. Maybe I'll go back and put in a link to my website on the YouTube videos. I should probably do that. Maybe I've done that by the time you're watching. Yeah, if you go to like srsly.bz well, if you go to srsly.bz, you can see the other projects that I'm working on. One of them, Grav, already uses waves. It already uses a timer too, which is why I didn't want to use a timer in this project. And like part of spinning up these different projects is to like try different things so that I wouldn't, so that it could see like alternatives and not just end up with the just one project, all my eggs in one basket sort of thing. And I'm a little glad that I didn't go with the timed approach because I think the narrative. Oh man, I was gonna say I think the narrative wouldn't have made sense if I went the timed approach, which isn't to say that my narrative makes sense, but that the timed approach wouldn't have even fit the narrative very well. This game's totally playable. I'm playing it right now, basically, except for the fact that I haven't finished making it. But it's almost like to a first playable build, kind of, almost. Except potions still don't do anything. POW 3 doesn't do anything, potions still don't do anything. What else? Yeah, and it's horribly unbalanced. But other than that, oh, and I still haven't added in the lose condition. But like, yeah, lose conditions as a feature is not necessarily something I expected to be in high demand, but people enjoy losing. One of the when I put out Grav, the first thing that people said was like, how do I lose? But I think what they meant, or like what I interpreted that to mean, is that I feel like I should be hitting some of these coins and I'm not hitting them because I'm like clicking. Oh, maybe it's the fact that maybe I should change how targeting works now that now that you're kind of using the targeting system primarily to hit bombs. The targeting system used to work that it would point you at, like, so you can kind of see like the dot on the ground is following the cursor, but I should probably make the dot in the air follow the cursor, because that's going to give you more precise targeting when you're in a group of dudes. And like if you see this bomb and you want to get rid of it, you're going to click on that bomb and hit bomb, but you might miss it because you might have put it too far behind. Because what the click actually registered was like if the ray continued to trace through the target, through your intended target and onto the ground behind the target, then it would have hit there. So I guess it's probably... Oh, and then there's the fact that sometimes your bombs just don't reach your target. Maybe I could get rid of that. No. I was gonna say maybe I could get rid of like range as a limitation and just use radius as what increases when you increase range, but then dash would be probably way too powerful. Maybe. Or maybe I could just start dash with a much narrower radius and it could become... Ooh. I might do that. Because, like, I don't know. I don't see any specific reason why you couldn't just bomb wherever. Or rather, I find it slightly find it slightly frustrating when you put the bomb destination over here and it only bombs like halfway through. Because what's trying to do there is it's reaching towards your destination marker as far as it can, and it's not. And yeah, so it'll reach as far as possible and then choose a target to the extent that it can reach. And currently, it can't reach very far. I mean, it'll be a little weird if like you set your dest marker like accidentally. If you accidentally set your dest marker up here and you dash to it, and then it's like. But I guess there's not even really any harm with that, because maybe I should just. Yeah, maybe. So maybe what if instead of limiting. Instead of limiting the range of your abilities, what if I just limited the range of your dest marker? Like, maybe you can only put the dest marker in like a radius around you, and that would in effect have like some limitation on the. Coins clip through the. Coins clip through the dest. Oh, only when they tick upwards. So yeah, when I get rid of them ticking upwards, that'll fix itself. Okay. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna make a note to myself, because I think I might kind of want to make that change at some point. No, load faster, backlog, hero, limit dest marker range, unlimit powers. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to bother with that right now, because we're kind of in the middle of other stuff, but I think that would be a positive change overall. So yeah, as it is now, dash, you probably noticed it picks up like a lot of dudes. I guess that weirds up how dash works, because like the whole value of multiplying dash is that you extend its range even further. So maybe I won't do that. But then again, I'm not going to do a lot of things in the backlogs. So it doesn't hurt to have it there. I can at least think it over a few times before deciding to fix it, or before deciding to go with it or to trash it. I mean, sorry, I'm still stuck on this. I guess I could do that, but just use a very short range. So that way, if you have multi-dash, you'll always get to your dash on the first hit. And then you don't have to worry about that anymore, which is kind of convenient. You can just dash around like a madman. So yeah, I might still do that. So Man, you might be able to tell I'm like standing right now. I've been standing all week, and it's catching up to me. I mean, I kind of got out of the habit of standing at a desk. I was sitting for a while, but yeah, I feel it right in my lower back. All right, this is enough simulation time. We've had quite a good look at that. Excuse me. This next bit should be fairly simple. I'm not going to do pulse yet. I'm just going to do the effects. We already have it set that if you fail to neutralize an explosion, it will get destroyed. What we don't have yet is int or a srm equals scan. SRM is what I usually call the results of scan range multi, not scan cell multi, scan range multi. Scan range multi. The position will be, so right, the center will be the position of the, I just need to remember what the terms are. The position, I'm not going to change that in a second, but okay, n will be 0 because we don't want to we don't want to artificially limit the number of results we get back. Float r min will be, oh shoot. If allies are caught in this, I would kind of want them to get knocked back, but no. No. But yeah, so the way I have it set up now, allies don't really work with, allies don't really work with, knockback. They're kind of like the hero, they never, like, leave the ground. So, I'm thinking if, maybe, like, whenever this happens, we'll just, like, tint the hero and allies, like, a slightly different color. Oh. Maybe to really drive it home, we'll destroy the ally and then just respawn another ally. Or we don't even have to destroy it, we can just, like, teleport it to the other side. Maybe? Or we could just legit destroy it. Which I don't like. Maybe it'll get, like, destroyed, but then it'll come back a short moment later or something. Which I'll probably just cheat. I'll probably just deactivate it, not literally destroy it, and then I'll just reactivate it a short time later. Although that might take a little bit of work because, like, I've always been I've never really considered the destruction of an ally before. So, like, it's all set up that, like, allies are, like, fairly permanent. We never, like, clean up after them if we need to destroy them. All right, so anyways, 0 minimum range to the to this explosion. Maximum range, we'll probably want to pick a range, and we might want to scale it at some, like, we might want to increase the range as the game goes on to make it not necessarily more difficult. And okay, maybe we don't actually want to. Maybe we don't want to change it actually. Like, if this happens, like, hypothetically, if it just destroys all the mobs in the area, then those mobs, like, if those mobs were also holding explosive devices, oh, maybe it'll be a chain reaction. That could be harsh. Like, if one goes off, if one goes off and hits another, if one explosion detonates and hits others, then they detonate too. Or maybe, maybe, I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, right. So range, maximum range. We'll want to define one. So we'll call it XPL cookie blast radius. Is our maximum range. Our Ymax will use explosion cookie blast radius also. So mobs that are in the air above it will also get, like, obliterated. Types 2 for now. Although I could set that to 1 when I want to, if and when I want to do something to the allies as well. Actually, yeah, let's set it to 1 and do something with the allies. So let's also nearest. No, that's irrelevant. Alright, so the center is mobs I. Mobs I dot transform dot position. And then the rest of that, etc., etc. Did I not put a semicolon at the end? Okay. So that will scan. Oh yeah, we don't explode cookie blast radius. That's not a thing yet. Explode cookie ratio. Is it bad that I already forgot? Oh yeah, no, I know what explode cookie ratio is. Public float expo cookie blast radius equals 3F maybe. 3F is a pretty good range. So actually it'll probably be more like 2F. Because we want it to be noticeable, but we don't like if it, especially if it's gonna like have a chain reaction, then we don't necessarily. Yeah, if it's going to have a chain reaction, then we don't necessarily want it to be overpowered by being too big. Sorry, that my speech pattern slowed down because I started thinking about how to handle the chain reactions. I don't think we literally. I mean, I guess we'll want like a while loop. I try to avoid while loops because I don't like when Unity hangs. But I think it might be the right thing for this scenario. Yeah, and so we did that, and then we can do stuff now that we did that, because we have that float now. So now we iterate over SRM. So for int I equals 0, I less than SRM dot length, I plus plus. So we iterate through. Oh, si. Si. We're already using I. So yeah. I guess this is different than applying knockback calculation. We kind of just need something different, just something very, very final. Oh wait, we do have a destroy. We do have a way to destroy mobs because we need something to happen to them when they go flying off the top of the screen. So what is it? Destroy mob. Yeah, mob. So we can just do this. Yeah, that'll do most of it. But usually destroy mob only happens to mobs that are flying to the top of the screen, so we'll also have to destroy their cookie. I guess I could just do it here. So like, I could just say if, okay, yeah, well I should do this first, before everything gets reset. So, oh wow. I don't reset mobs follow. I guess because I added that in relatively recently. I probably should though. Not that it matters, because it's always true when they spawn. Whenever mob spawns, mobs follow immediately gets set to true, so it doesn't really matter if it was true. Maybe that's why I didn't add it. No, it was the other reason. Alright, so if mobs follow I said, oh, am I, excuse me, uh, greater than 0. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm just going to destroy the cookie regardless of whether it's an explosive cookie or not. And then later, if later on, or not later, but elsewhere, like back downstairs, in the other place that we were working, I'll also, before destroying a mob, I'll check whether they were following too. And that's actually, I guess that's where the loop comes into play. So yeah. All right. So if mobs follow mi greater than 0, then what do we have to do? It's basically, it's a lot like if we're applying knockback, because when we apply knockback, we destroy a cookie. Although it'll be slightly different than knockback. I'm just going to look at knockback calc to remind myself. I don't think there's anything super weird about how it applies, but yeah, it just, oh yeah. Alright, so it's slightly weird. Or no, I mean this is slightly different. And actually I guess it's a lot easier this time around because we can just straight up destroy it. Previously we had to apply its like animation, apply animation to it and then just like set it on its merry way, but yeah, here we'll just destroy it. We'll just straight up destroy it instead. So if mobs follow mi, mobs, or destroy mobs cookie mi. Yep. And the rest might take care of itself, I guess. Now, I guess hypothetically, like if mobs follow, if mobs follow, do we have to reset like the? I guess a lot of this stuff, it's not the end of the world if it doesn't get reset, because it all gets set when the mob spawn. But I was going to say, like, if mobs follow equals 2, like in the case that the mob was holding an explosive cookie, then we would want to reset like some of its loose ends, like the because we have like the timer for when it blinks and when it explodes and stuff like that. Let's just take a look at that to remind us of how relevant that will or won't be. So yeah, what are those values? There's like pulse time. There's like cookie debt timer. Yeah, let's reset those. Why not? So where's the part where we spawn cookies? Give cookie. So yeah, cookie debt timer and cookie pulse time, I guess, are the. Yeah, those ones get set on start. So I mean, I guess they start at 0, and that is fine. So I'll just set them back to 0, I guess. So what is it? Cookie start, cookie debt timer, and cookie pulse time. I don't know. I just feel it's, I guess, slightly tidier to do so. Debt time equals 0. Oops. Let's give it the index. Oh, were we getting weird things about like the mob's cookie not existing. Could that happen? If like two cookies detonated at the exact same time? No, I feel like they'd have to process individually. But yeah, I guess I'll just say where is that cookie pulse time mi equals 0. All right, so yeah, now I think we can just straight up destroy mobs when they get hit by that that radius, or when they're caught in the scan range multi. So yeah, destroy. Oh yeah, we can't. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, we'll want to destroy mobs anyway. Or SI, destroy mob SI. But actually, before we do that, we'll want to check whether we have a chain reaction. So So I guess we should scan for potential problems first. We should yeah, before, okay, so we'll destroy mobs. That'll happen. But before we do that, we should see exactly how big the explosion is altogether, because I guess so yeah, I'm thinking I'll probably want the chain reaction thing, because for one thing, if I don't want the chain reaction thing, it's pretty much it's pretty much this and then ship it. Almost. Oh yeah. Well, actually, for one for one thing, I should check the mob type before just destroying mob. If mobs type SI equals 2, destroy it. And then, I mean, we're returning allies in the scan, but we're not actually doing anything to them, because I don't actually know what to do to them yet. I'll figure that out. So yeah, here we are, just destroying the mobs. So if we were gonna do a chain reaction, it'd be kind of nice if the player could kind of see what was going on, instead of just like literally like tearing everything apart in like one giant explosion that like maybe clears like half the map. It'd be kind of nice if they exploded like one by one. So I'm thinking like maybe in the first explosion all the mobs are cleared, but maybe maybe that cookie is just kind of left. The other explosive cookie is, or the mine, the other mine is just left kind of like hanging in the air for like a split second, and then it detonates. So that way, like, if there's a chain reaction, it kind of like, instead of just in like the blink of an eye clearing potentially a great amount of space, like it actually like boom 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 boom, like goes like dominoes sort of. If that's the case, actually I think it might be. Yeah, I think that might be the case. So we actually don't want to destroy explosive cookies necessarily. So yeah, if it's when we're destroying mobs, if we have mobs follow equals 1, All right, so right, so if mobs follow mi equals 1, then we'll destroy mobs. Else if mobs, oh, whoops, this is supposed to be mi. So if mobs follow mi equals 1, then we'll just destroy their cookie. If mobs follow mi equals 2, instead we will just unparent the cookie. We'll kind of need a way to keep track of this. So I guess we'll keep track of a number of cookies. We'll keep track of we'll separately keep track, because like yeah we when when this happens we actually don't want to do these things necessarily. No, not yet. We'll want to say, or maybe we want to set them to like some ridiculously high number, so that way or like set it like that, just so that it doesn't accidentally process some of its other logic while it's doing this instead. So yeah. Right, in addition to this, we'll unparent it from... Yeah, we'll unparent it from its mob. So, mobs, cookie... Ugh, I don't want to unparent it until I have another way to address it. So I'm going to say int... int new, or int cookie index equals -1. And I'll come back to that. It'll make sense shortly, I hope. I think I have to... I think I have to say... Okay, so I want to keep separately keep track of cookies that might get explosive cookies that might get caught in the chain reaction, and I'm thinking like the maximum that could ever potentially matter would be, like hypothetically you could get a lot of them caught. It's not gonna happen very often, so I probably don't have to spend super much time accounting for it, but it could happen that you get a lot of cookies caught in the chain reaction. I'm tempted to say that the most that you would ever really care about is the maximum health of the... Like, every time one explodes, you lose, like, a little pip, and then if you run out of all of your little pips, the game's over. So, you kind of only ever really care about that many. But I kind of want the game over screen to let the continuation still run, so I kind of want to increase the... I don't know. Whatever. I'll just well, oh yeah. So the reason I'm paused at all is that hypothetically, if I change the max health, like if I make max health like a variable and I change it, like if I make it a public variable and I change it, because I might want to make it a public variable while tuning, just to make it easier to change while tuning, and if I do that, it could potentially screw up this other stuff, maybe?